Okay, Biggs, I've got a pitch for you.
So you're going to cut out the original beginning?
It's deleted. It's gone.
Too many mess ups for you?
This is the fourth time I've tried to make this joke. Biggs, you know that movie Forrest Gump?
No, never heard of it.
What if, I got a pitch for you, what if they remade Forrest Gump as a jukebox musical, and in the scene, when Forrest is concerned that his offspring, his own son, what the fuck are you going to interrupt with?
I just told you, I've never seen it, so why would you explain it? See?
Because in the previous two iterations of this opening, you said you had seen it.
Oh, yeah.
What if Forrest Gump was a jukebox musical? And in this scene, when Forrest is worried that his own son might also have mental deficiencies, what if instead of talking about it to Jen A, what if he sang about it, and specifically sang the song With Arms Wide Open by Creed, and Forrest Gump just said, I hope he's not like me. I hope he understands.
That's what we had to do 4 takes for?
Because he hopes his son isn't retarded like him and that he understands things.
I
hope he's not like me. I hope he understands. But I guess in this version of the jukebox musical, they just skips to the lyrics that are relevant and ignores the rest of the song.
Guys, listen.
With arms wide open.
I had to sit through the same opening 3 times.
You were anticipating that punchline.
He decides to just cut it completely and skip right to the joke that he messed up the first 3 times.
I couldn't remember the lyrics and I had to look them up.
Welcome back to the show, guys. It's been a while.
Yeah, this is the first podcast of the new year, and I thought, hey, the way we should do this is so many things have changed in the world and in our personal lives. We should dedicate this first episode of the year to discussing all the things that have changed and our feelings on these changes, Biggs. And we've got a big one.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Do you remember the previous episode?
You remember?
The 21st night of September. Is Forrest Gump going to sing that to Jen A too?
No.
Jenny, do you remember the 21st night? Is that how Forrest Gump talks like fucking Cobb when he's doing a retard voice?
No.
Biggs, do you remember who the guest was on the most recent episode of this podcast? You seriously don't remember?
Was it Artsy?
No. We had Toot.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard
that was the same episode, right?
No. No. Artsy was not on the same episode as Toot.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now, yeah.
Do you know the big change in Toot's life?
I remember...
The 21st night of September.
A tweet, but I don't remember what it was about.
So we had our transgender friend, Toot, on the show last episode. And it's been so long since we last recorded this that Toot is not even a girl anymore. Toot has tweeted out and said, hey, I'm going to be a boy again. Fuck this girl shit. So,
wait, really?
Yeah, we stopped this podcast for so long that Toot changed his gender again.
You missed your window.
No.
Wait.
No, I dodged a bullet, my friend. Now I have a real excuse without being transphobic. Like, no, sorry, I'm not gay. I'm not gay, sorry.
You know, they were just pretending to be transgestured like the rest of them, right? You just literally bit your tongue there.
Well, let's see. So I wrote up a list of things that have changed. Toot is now a boy, was one of the 5. And we're 4 minutes in, so.
Well, we're doing good on time here.
Biggs, how was your new year? We have not heard from you all year. People haven't even heard from me. I haven't posted a video or really much of anything all year. What have you been up to?
Well...
Did you watch Forrest Gump while listening to Creed?
No.
A
while back, we talked about starting up Game of Thrones for MUMKEY's first time.
Oh, you want to talk about Game of Thrones to start off? Because I got a lot to say.
We can do that, but I was just going to say I was watching it here with him, and he's a very slow viewer. He watches maybe 2 episodes a day.
I got to absorb all of it and really think about it. Go find an old Reddit thread about the specific episode and read everybody's thoughts. Because when something is such a huge pop culture touchstone and you completely missed the boat and you're catching up late, you don't get the fun of, we waited all week for this episode and now we get to talk about it online for a whole week. It's such a unique experience that it's like the way I feel about One Piece, that when One Piece is over, reading through it is going to be such a lackluster experience for people who didn't read it as it was coming out. Because the joy and the fun of people coming up with theories and talking about just like the specifics of this one chapter, and we talk about it all week, you don't get that. And with Game of Thrones, I don't get that either. I just have to binge it on my own, and there's no, I don't have a community I get to share the experience with, you know?
Yeah, and see, I'm kind of the polar opposite. I've never looked up theories or any fan-related posts for any show I've ever watched.
Why not?
So, I don't know. I just never have.
That's the best part of One Piece. The fan theories and just putting together all of the little breadcrumbs that Oda left for us and coming up with ideas, that's more fun than even reading it to me.
Yeah.
That's probably why you wouldn't like it.
Reading? I wouldn't like reading.
You wouldn't like reading One Piece if you don't like reading fan theories and watching 1,000 videos about each chapter that come out and stuff.
Yeah, see, for me, it's like I get so like engrossed in the show that I can't stop. So once I start a binge, it just continues until I'm finished. So basically, for the entire first month of this year, I've been rewatching Game of Thrones again. And it's like, it's not a few episodes a day. It's like seasons a day. Like, I think I watched all of season 5 and almost most of 6, like, all in one day.
You're fucking nuts.
Just sitting there watching, and like, sometimes it depends where I'm watching it. Like, if I go upstairs and I sit in the recliner, I'll pass out. So then when I wake up, I have to go back and rewatch what I slept through. So,
but you've already seen it all anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so I don't know. It's just how I watch it, I guess. Well, so a lot of my time has been dedicated to Game of Thrones.
Well, let's talk about it then. Let's dive in. I have a lot of thoughts. I am halfway through season 4, and Biggs, I'm flabbergasted because you and I are both literally in this show. We both have a character who looks almost identical to us and has the same personality as us. How has nobody ever pointed this out to me? That me and Biggs are literally in this fucking show, and just to prove that we are, I didn't even tell Biggs beforehand. I just want him to guess. Biggs, which character in this show represents you and represents me, both physically and personality-wise? We both have a fucking doppelganger in this world.
I'm kind of scared to find out which one you think I am, because
dude, you look like him.
I
thought it was you when he popped up. I thought Biggs is in this show. Cool.
My first meme thought of who you're gonna say I am.
What do you mean? He's not. He's a great character.
Not meme. As in a joke. I thought you were gonna say I was like Hodor or something.
You wish.
I do wish. Hodor's awesome. The other one I can really only think of.
You know who it is.
What, Samwell Tarly?
Yes!
How am I like him at all?
Well,
he's a big brain who likes to read, and
you look exactly like him, and you also are really nice to girls, and you don't try to fuck them. You try to be nice and friends with them. That's Sam's character. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but you're missing the other entire portion of his...
You're just as sweet of a guy. You're as noble. You would probably stab a zombie in the back. I think you're the same. But the real question is, which character am I, Biggs? Which character do I relate most to? Which character do I think is me on screen?
Well, I'm pretty sure you relate most to Ramsay.
How did you know?
Ramsay Snow.
How did you know I was going to say Ramsay?
of the Boltons.
Dude, how the fuck did you know?
Because you look just like him.
I look just like him. I see him torturing this guy, and I'm like, this Ramses guy is pretty cool. This guy's awesome.
Yeah, that's why when you were talking about Joffrey, I'm like, just wait till you meet Ramsay, because I knew exactly.
He's way better.
I knew exactly how you would react to him.
I fucking love Ramses, dude. I hope he becomes king. He's the best. But no, I'm being completely serious. Ramses is the GOAT. He's the funniest character in the show, and I really appreciate him. But you know who else I really like? I gotta make a public apology.
Is it CIA?
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, I think I've talked about liking them before, but this is a new character that I now like. Well, not a new character, but a character that I now newly like. Biggs.
That you did actively disliked before? Or
yes.
Okay.
I actively disliked this character before I even watched the show, and I need to make a public apology for every time I called Sophie, what's her face, Quasimodo. Or is that who the actress is? Who's the actress who's Quasimodo?
Oh,
is it Sophie Turner or is that somebody else?
Sophie Turner is Sansa Stark.
No, Sansa, I fucking hate Sansa. She literally deserves every bad thing that happens to her. But Arya, whatever her fucking...
Arya.
That's her name?
It's Arya Stark, yeah. But let me look up her real name.
And my point is, I apologize for every time I called her Quasimodo because she is actually...
Maisie Williams.
Her character is the strongest female character I've ever seen, and she's a 10-year-old girl. Captain Marvel, take some motherfucking notes.
Yeah, that's why I tried telling you when we started. You kept making fun of her. I'm like, dude, she's a great character. You're going to love her by the end.
She really is. I love the idea of every night before you go to sleep, you just have to list the name of all the people you want to fucking kill. Yeah. That's awesome. And I sincerely hope that she does. I hope that she kills a whole bunch of these people.
Yeah, and it's like, I know Sansa goes through some stuff, but the stuff...
Sansa deserves it after she betrayed her sister for fucking Joffrey in episode goddamn 3,
Yeah.
You disgusting bitch. Everything that happens, you deserve. All of it.
Yeah, so it's like, you see what she goes through, and most of it is like stuff that she brought on herself.
Yeah.
And everything that happens to Arya, she didn't deserve a single thing. And she goes through the ringer multiple times. She just gets put in the worst situations possible. And somehow she comes out the other end.
She stays positive, and she, you know, if I was in her position, I would have given up 4 seasons ago.
Like as soon as they lopped off Ned's head, just like, well, okay, I guess it's over.
Yeah, so, you know, congrats to whoever made this fucking character. I guess George himself. Finally, a female character that I respect and think is not just, Black Widow. She's a strong female character. That means she can go in a hallway and fight 50 men with guns. That's what a strong female character is. No, I don't think so. That's fucking stupid.
A bit unreasonable.
No, this is like a realistic human character with dimensions. Whatever. I'm done talking about Game of Thrones. Do you have any other thoughts on it?
Not really. Is it better than you expected, I guess, is the only question I have.
Really, the thing that sticks out most to me is that this show has more good characters than some shows have characters, period.
Yeah.
But the downside is, for every character that is like God tier, there are probably 3 whose names I don't even know. Are you supposed to watch this not knowing who, like, a third of the cast is?
Yeah, that was one big issue that I guess I did hear people whining about when like the show was originally airing.
I don't know if I'm whining. I'm just too small brained to like remember who all these fuckers are.
There was a lot of outcry of people like, how are we supposed to keep up? Because there are a ton of characters in this show, and to keep track of all of them and to know like there's literally charts that show like the different houses and who's all in the houses. And like,
I should look at one of those because it took me 3 seasons to find out who Stannis even was. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. So it's like they throw all these characters at you with the last name that you're just supposed to know. So it's like they want you to keep track kind of, but it doesn't do a good job of telling you where everything's laid out, I guess. Because like, I don't know, you've passed the Red Wedding, right?
We just watched season 4, episode 6 together.
Okay, like I don't remember. So the guy that got married at that wedding, to me, I had no idea who that was.
I don't think I know who he is right now.
Oh, well, it'll explain it. But like when it finally clicked, I was like, they never told me that. Like, I don't think I was ever told who that was until now. And if they did a terrible job of laying out who it is.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame the show because, I mean, the source material exists. I could just read the book if I didn't want to be confused, and I could just look up a theory or a guide or whatever the fuck is out there. But I do appreciate that it's not spoon-feeding me. Some shows, like, they'll just throw on a title card under the person's name every time they introduce. But this show, it's like, nah, you got to wait for their name to come up in conversation if you want to know who this is.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Speaking of TV shows, Biggs, you ever hear of this thing called an airplane?
Yeah.
So there's these...
I heard they're pretty fly.
Yeah, they fly people around from destination to destination. But Biggs, the Delta Airlines recently announced that there's these like in-flight entertainment, in the back of everybody's seat. There's like a TV screen and you can watch movies and stuff that the airline provides. Delta has announced that they are putting one season of our favorite show, Survivor, on their flights, which I think is kind of bizarre because it'll take you at least, 10 hours to watch a season of Survivor?
Yeah.
How long are these flights? I mean, I guess if you're going across the ocean.
I was going to say, when I flew to Poland, it was like a 10.5-hour flight. So you could have...
So you would have binged a full season of Survivor on your flight?
Yeah, I mean, I've done it sitting at home, so why not on a flight when I have literally nothing else to do?
Well, Biggs, the reason why I bring this up is because I don't think you'll ever guess, of the 40 seasons of Survivor that you've recently binged, which one would you guess Delta chose to be the only Survivor season on their flights? Which season do they want their passengers to binge watch for 10 hours flying to Poland?
I can't really gauge your feelings right now, whether it's happy or disappointed.
I don't even know how I feel. I think
is it 19? Is it one of the good ones?
19 is the first Russell Hantz season. No, it is not 19, but it does have a 9 in it, in the number.
It's 39?
Yep.
What?
The Rip My Nigga Dan season is the one they chose.
So
Rob has a podcast, which is like the ESPN of Survivor and Big Brother. They recently did a fan community, giant outreach poll ranking all the seasons by the fan vote. This season, 39, Island of the Idols, was last place. It's voted by the fans as the worst season, and Delta's putting it on their flights. That's fucking hilarious.
So the passengers are going to have to, if they're on the plane long enough to binge through this whole season, they're going to have to sit through all of that.
They have to sit through Dan, who looks like Harvey Weinstein, sexually harassing all the young women and getting kicked off the show for touching people.
They have to sit through that on their flight.
And the best part is, like, the other women on the tribe find out that the Asian chick is uncomfortable, that Dan keeps touching, and they decide to use it as strategy in the game instead of helping her. They put this season on the fuck. If you take a flight, you gotta watch this shit, guys. It's awesome.
They rope in like an older woman who's like a mom of the group,
Janet,
and like tell her all these things about Dan like molesting them and rile her up to use her as like a pawn in their game. And I thought...
And they started lying and saying that they were getting touched too when they weren't.
Yeah.
They just wanted to piss her off.
Oh, man.
Of all the seasons, why that one? Netflix recently added 2 seasons of Survivor, and they added like 2 of the best ones, Heroes versus Villains and Kagayan. Why not one of those? Was this the cheapest option? I would almost guarantee it was.
Probably.
CBS probably said, okay, you want a season of Survivor for cheap? We'll give you the shitty one that nobody wants.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that either, because it's awesome and also despicable at the same time.
No, it's just awesome. I'm going to take a brief break because I'm sweating hard and we need to turn on the air or something. Are you hot?
No.
I'm fucking sweating my balls off. What the fuck? Well, Biggs, there was another big change or two between episodes. I don't know if you remember this, but there was like this presidential election that happened, and then like now there's a new president. You see that shit?
Oh yeah, something about that. I don't really follow that stuff though.
Well, since you're like a hardcore, conservatard, you hate gay people, you own 100 guns. Yeah. I'm wondering, what was your take on the Capitol insurrection? Is that what they're calling it now? All those fuckers who raided the Capitol. Did it surprise you that it happened?
It's hard to say because like when I first heard about it, I was like, nah, there's no way. And I look at the news, and I'm like, really? Like, this is actually happening. Like, really, people are doing this. So, like, at the time, it was like, I could believe it, but also, like, we've never seen anything like that happen in our lifetime. And that keeps happening in the last year. Stuff that we've never had to encounter, But so you were surprised that, like, Trump supporters would do something like that? Like, I wasn't. But then, like, it was still, like, a moment of disbelief because, like, I've never seen anything like that happen here in the States.
Well, let's take a listen to see what you thought about this about 2 months ago.
I could tell you what I said. I said something.
No, I want to play it on the show. It's funny. November 19th, 2020. Here's what BIGS had to say.
Kind of tyranny?
Just not in the masses, I think you're thinking, Will.
Okay.
Like, I'm sure there's those doomsday crazy people that are gonna roll around in their souped up trucks and like flash their guns, but I just don't know. I don't think there's gonna be that big of a movement, I guess. Like, I'm sure there will be a group.
A group?
Well, what if
just
Trump
one group?
straight up tells...
Yeah, we were talking about BLM, and you said, no, there's no way the Trump supporters are going to go riot in the streets. There's no way.
I did say multiple times, I don't know, though. There could be.
Shameful. Shameful, BIGS.
See, I had more faith in people, but obviously you can't have that.
Oh, you mean people. So when Black Lives Matter does it, that's not faith in people. But when white people do it, outer people, BIGS.
I have no faith in the black community. Is that what you want me to say?
I don't even know if I'm trying to do a gotcha or if I'm just trying to have fun. I have no clue what's even happening. I just wanted to bring...
But yeah,
somebody commented saying it didn't age well, and I thought it was funny.
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like I guess when it did happen, I was like, oh, okay, wow, like this is actually happening. Like, it's not that surprising. But then,
would you have joined the mob if you were there? Would you have broken into the Capitol? I think I would have. I think it looked like fun.
Yeah, I would say I'm mostly a follower. So if I was there and like everybody's like, yeah, let's go do this. Yeah, I'd probably do it. It looked cool.
I'd say less of a follower and more of we are maybe opportunistic. True. This is the one opportunity we have to break into the fucking Congress and jump around with a stupid costume, and we probably won't get in trouble. Let's go do it.
A pair of AOC's shoes, dude.
I think that was fake. I think she tweeted that wasn't real.
Still, it's funny. We could have gotten her shoes, dude.
Yeah.
It's very interesting times for sure.
Yeah, I already hate Biden. He's only been in there for less than 2 weeks now, and he straight up fucking lied. He said, first day, first thing we're gonna do, $2,000 checks going straight in the mail. First day I'm in the office, I guarantee it. I promise you, brother.
Well, see, now
2 weeks later, I have 0 cents to my name, and he's saying $1,400. He's a fucking fraud. And if you defend it, you're a fucking liar. You're lying. You know he lied, and you're pretending it's okay.
See, you just misheard him. He was saying negative $2,000 checks for all the pipeline workers. That's what he meant. Day one, let's just get rid of like 30,000 jobs. Why not?
I mean, I'm not educated enough to know whether the pipeline is a good or a bad thing, so I don't really care.
It was a green initiative pipeline, and it had literally no carbon footprint. Or what was I'll have to go find the research on it again. But basically, there hadn't been any leaks with it. No emissions is what it was. Like, it didn't have any negative emissions. So, like, the fact that he's like, we're going to get rid of this because we're going to save the planet, when it wasn't hurting the planet at all, and all he did was get rid of jobs.
Well, I mean, that's what 25-year-old Biggs in Iowa has to say, but maybe the president knows a few more things about it than we do. Maybe he knew that maybe it's not a great thing.
I mean, I guess.
Because if it was that obviously a good thing, I don't know why they would stop it. Because are they just pure evil and stupid?
Green Initiative. And yes, they are stupid. Everyone is fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I've ever met a smart person before.
Well, obviously you've never met yourself. You are quite a brilliant monkey.
What else changed in the last month? Let's see. Oh yeah, people have been wondering, MUMKEY, how come you haven't posted a video or a podcast in a month? Well, January was not a good month. As you might recall, at the very tail end of December, my computer crashed and I lost all of my programs and I had to rebuy a bunch of them. But the problem is, in my video editor, I had so many templates and presets and stuff ready, like for this podcast and for different videos I make. And all that stuff is gone, and it's going to take a long ass time to get all those sources and all those things back. So that was disheartening. And then at the turn of the year, it's just, quarantine's been hard for a lot of people. A lot of people have been suffering with, loneliness and all that stuff. And my GF and I broke up at the beginning of the year, and then I kind of just stopped doing anything for a while, and I was really sad. But now we're like talking again and stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, after losing my computer, and then, it's just a shitty month, and I don't like to try to make videos and try to be creative and funny when I am struggling to even stay alive, so that's why I haven't posted anything in a while. So my bad. I usually don't like to apologize to our fans because I hate them and I think that they're degenerates. But this one is on me. It is my fault for not making anything so far this year. What about you, Biggs? What's your excuse?
I have no excuse.
Oh.
I guess January wasn't really the best month for me either, but it was mostly all my own fault. Because I choose to lock myself away and just binge shows, and I don't even really play video games or anything anymore. I just kind of sit there and space out.
Oh my God.
Get really sad because I'm doing nothing.
Yeah.
So that's really all on me too. But yeah. So I'm I could have done some streams with Florian and stuff, but I feel like the viewers wouldn't have appreciated it. It would just, I don't know, because watching Gunfire Reborn isn't exactly the most fun, and to wait a month for your YouTuber that you watch to release a video and then they release a 2-hour VOD of this garbage game, I think would have been a bit disingenuous to the fans. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's been quite a month.
It seems like this feeling has been in the air because I also do a podcast called The Trash Rats with Rusty Cage and Reactor. And even that show, we just stopped feeling like doing it. There's no motivation from any of us. It's not even just me and Biggs anymore. I think we've had one episode all year, and it was a struggle just to get us together to fucking do it. So I don't know if we're all just small-brained, depressed, sad boy retards who are incapable of putting on our own pants in the morning or what, but
that's definitely me for sure. I don't know. I can't speak for the rest of them, but
considering that quarantine started in March of last year and now it's February of this year, man, we've been going through this shit for a whole fucking year, and I'm just beyond sick of it. And then when you tie in now this is affecting our personal lives on an even deeper emotional level. Fuck this shit. I don't even want to be here. I don't want to be alive. I fucking hate this.
Yeah, and I start to think about it, and it's crazy to think because I lost my one job in the end of March or almost maybe the beginning of April of last year. And then I got that.
I think what happened was April 1st, your boss said, "Hey, Biggs, you're getting a promotion. April Fools." And then that was your last day.
And then I went a while unemployed, and then I got the armored truck job. and then lost that obviously after 4 days. So it's basically been an entire year since I've even left the house for work. And like, yeah, work sucks, but it's still something to take your mind off of like the daily drag of just nothing.
Yeah, as the great philosopher Blink-182 once said, work sucks. I know.
Yeah.
I think Forrest Gump said that in his jukebox musical.
Wow.
Yeah, him and Bubba were gonna go shrimping, and Bubba's like, "Let's go to work, Forrest." And Forrest said, "Work sucks." I know. And the thing about this jukebox musical is that he does not do the full songs. He just sings the 10 seconds of relevant lyrics and then moves on.
Wow.
Are you ready to produce this with me? If you're not going to do Nostalgia Bigs, you have to produce Forrest Gump the Jukebox musical.
You know,
you have to. I don't see how you could argue your way out of this one.
I've been thinking a lot about this stupid Nostalgia Bigs idea.
Have you really? Because I haven't thought about it once.
Because, no, here's the thing. Literally, okay, so recently I've been a little bit more active in the Discord. Like, we ended up doing, like, an events night. We played games and stuff.
What the fuck? Nobody in the entire Discord invited me. Nobody.
Didn't you leave that Discord?
I didn't know you were playing games and shit. Everybody just forgets about the old monkey man, huh?
You left. So we're like, well, I guess he's not coming back.
Wow.
So,
movie night, no invite. Game night, no invite. At least Florian invites me to help him count his fucking money.
Yeah, but you're still in his server. You abandoned us.
Because the Florian server is wholesome and kind. Your server is a nightmare.
Hey,
Florian is such an Austrian dictator, he will just ban people if they annoy him slightly.
Yeah. See, and it's getting to the point where I'm just going to start doing that too.
Wow.
There's people in that server that... So when
don't deserve to breathe air.
When I'm not around, basically, they hold my staff hostage on this idea of, I didn't break the rules, so you can't ban me. So when I finally come back, and the staff's telling me, like, hey, keep an eye out for this guy. He's been doing this, this, and this. I'm like, why didn't you just get rid of him? Well, he didn't break the rules, so we couldn't get rid of him. I'm just like, I'm me. I can just get rid of whoever I want. So I've banned, like, a handful of people recently.
What were they doing that was ban-worthy?
Just being, like, total dicks, harassing people for no reason. But because they're not specifically breaking any of the rules I put up, they can't get banned, quote unquote. So like I get on there, I see the shit they're doing, I'm like, you know what? You're just gone. You're a garbage person. I don't want you here.
Now, what level of harassment do we tolerate? Because if somebody's like making fun of Heartsy Protsy, are you going to allow that or ban that?
See, there's a level...
Because in the Florian Discord, you have to make fun of Heartsy if you want to stay.
See, there's a difference. There's like, you know, making fun of someone and whatever, and that's, you know, that's low. But then there's like attacking people personally off of stuff that you find out about their lives. And like, I won't go into specifics, but like when you're making fun of people's abuse that they've had to endure,
whoa,
you're literally like the lowest scum on the planet and you don't deserve to be anywhere near our server.
Is that why you guys kicked me out?
You left. You abandoned us.
Making fun of somebody's abuse. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's rough. And it's like...
What kind of abuse are we talking here?
I don't want to get into specifics on it. But,
okay.
But yeah, it's...
I don't even know...
It's really low, dirtbag, garbage, scum stuff to do to someone. And like, these people just do it and act like they can get away with it because they didn't break the 5 rules I put up. But it's like, you don't realize when I come back and I see it, I don't have to abide by my rules. It's my server. I can do what I want. So I'm just going to get rid of you.
You're making fun of people for their abuse, and it's okay when you do it?
Well, of course, when I do it, it's fine. That's because I'm funny.
I think what people in the comments are going to try to say is, well, what do you expect? Of course your fan base will be edgelords because your content is edgy. Go find the video where I make fun of like just some random teenage kid who was abused and make fun of him for it, other than Heartsy. Go find that.
Yeah,
because at least Heartsy's my friend. There's a difference between like me making fun of all of Islam in one, grand sweeping generalization, as opposed to like picking on one specific innocent person who has never done anything wrong and like harassing them. If you guys don't see the difference in that, then I guess you should be butt mad when Biggs kicks you out of the server because you're either 14 or your IQ is 14.
Yeah, and it's funny because like my staff, they do really well when they ban somebody, they like put in a full reason of why. That way, whenever they do a ban appeal, they can read it and see like, oh, this is what you did, blah blah. Me, when I ban people, I literally put bye bye with a smiley face.
That's just
bye bye.
That's kind of
ban.
I don't know. That seems a little embarrassing on your part. I don't know. If somebody did that to me, I'd really think low of them.
That's fine.
Just you don't have to put the stupid fucking smiley face emoji.
Of course I do. It's hilarious, and it's not like the actual like Discord emoji. It's like just the colon and then parentheses.
That makes it worse.
So it's like, but it's funny because then I'll get a message from them and they'll be like, why did I get banned? And they start whining. It's like, well, I got across exactly what I wanted. I wanted to upset them and get rid of them. That's the point. You're going to be a dirtbag in my server, then you get to go and I get to kick you on the ass on the way out.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know. I feel like I've completely lost interest in making specific people feel bad. Like I would just kick them out. I wouldn't try to antagonize them more because as the great 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri once said, violence begets violence, Biggs.
And
if you're pissing them off, you're just going to motivate them to fuck with you even more.
Good. Keep coming back.
What do you
I'll
mean,
keep banning
good?
alts. I don't care.
Okay. That's fine.
I totally disagreed with the 3 billboards. If at the end of that movie, I would have continued on and killed that dude.
For all we know, they did.
Hopefully they did.
We don't know. We don't know how the movie ends.
You know, that's one thing I don't like about the whole idea of forgiveness. Is
not forgiveness, just not pursuing vengeance.
No, just in the idea of somebody does something really cruel and evil and you just get to cut them off. That's a free ride for them. They get off without anything happening to them. I think that's a garbage idea.
They got cut out of your life and you don't have to deal with them anymore.
Yeah, but I still think they should get at least a bit of a taste of their own medicine on the way out.
But all you did was just make them think that they won by pissing you off, and now they're motivated to do it again.
So how do they think that I think that they won when they're the ones coming to me pissed, knowing they lost, begging to get back in the server?
That is a good point. If they're begging, then they did lose.
Yeah, exactly. When I get messages on Twitter, people are like, Biggs, please, I won't do it again. Let me back in the Discord. I'm like, no, quit being a retard.
You don't even give him one chance?
No.
What did he do that he doesn't deserve a second chance?
Okay, so one, there's a bunch of people that... So I don't know if you know about this, but there's like another Discord called Retard Nation, which is a bunch of the rejects from my server that broke off and made a server. And then
don't these people have other communities they can be in? Is MUMKEY and BIGS really like their entire life?
It's the focal point because they literally plan raids on there, and that's why the
they plan raids.
Yeah, that's why Florian's server got raided.
That was them.
Yes,
that was funny though.
And so they all come to my server and they're like laughing about it in general. I'm like, okay, you raided my friend. I'm going to get rid of you from here, too.
I don't think a Discord raid is the worst thing in the world. It's fucking funny.
It's not, but when they're openly talking trash about my friends, like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like the same thing when they get on and people are talking trash about you. I know you don't care, but still, it's like, they're my friend. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I mean... In their defense, there's a lot of trash to be talked about me. So
what?
I mean, if it's honest, you can't be that upset.
They have Retard Nation to go and talk about it on. Why do they have to do it in my server when literally I've told them before, don't talk trash about any of my friends or you'll be banned.
What are you, Monkey D. Luffy?
Yeah.
Gonna talk shit about your Nakama? Get punched in the face, Biggs?
Go ahead. We can have a 10-minute One Piece segment.
Well, Biggs surprised me today. He told me last week, hey, I got a gift for you next time I come up. And he walks in, got this giant cardboard piece of something. He flips it around. The most beautiful One Piece poster I've ever seen. It's probably like 4 feet tall, 2 feet wide. It's beautiful. I can't wait to hang it up in my office. Good job, Biggs. I know you don't know what One Piece is, and as far as you know, that poster is just complete nonsense that some guy made up, but it is very cool.
It's funny, when I set it down, he's like, Biggs, I want you to name one person.
Biggs, can you name any of the characters? It has all of the Straw Hat Pirates, minus Gene Bay, since he joined recently, so I wondered if Biggs could name any of them, and Did you get even Luffy correct?
I got Luffy, and that was
Okay.
it.
Oh, that's fair.
Only because you talk about him so much.
Hey, the bottom left, there's the skeleton with an afro and a sword. I talked to you about him on this show for like 10 minutes. Do you remember his name?
No, I don't, but I know you have like a poster thing out in the living room of him.
No, that's in my bedroom. Oh, no, that is in the
it's
living
above
room
the
too.
couch.
I forgot I had 2 wanted posters for Brooke.
Oh, it's Brooke. Yeah, that's his name.
Brooke. He's probably in my top 3 favorite characters in the whole show. Just saying. That's enough about One Piece.
That's just a One Piece theory.
If we're going to talk about Game of Thrones for 10 minutes, One Piece only deserves 2.
True. Especially since I can't add literally anything to the conversation.
Nothing to say. Here's the last thing that I had on my list. Biggs, have you seen the trailer? Have you seen the trailer for Godzilla versus King Kong?
I have, yes.
I know that you have because I was texting Biggs about this movie. I said, hey, Biggs, who do you think's going to win? Biggs said, I hope Godzilla kneels down on King Kong's neck for 8 minutes and 40 whatever seconds so he can't breathe. And I said, Biggs, that would be a very boring movie. Biggs, why did you say that? Why would Godzilla do that?
Because I thought it was a funny George Floyd joke.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah, because there's a big gorilla, you know?
What?
Like black people, you know that joke?
Biggs, what's wrong with you?
It was funny.
It's not that funny. Biggs, you're demented, dude.
Well, duh, I run the BIGS cord. Obviously, I am messed up in the head.
You should be the president of Retard Nation with that kind of joke.
They just held their elections. I could have entered the race.
They had an election?
Yeah, for who owns the server.
Who won? Heartsy?
I have no idea.
I heard that Heartsy was going to be the leader of...
I think Heartsy left. I think he got bullied out of there.
Well, that's to be expected. He gets bullied in Florian's server too, but at least it's his own friends making fun of him and not just some,
So what I forgot what you said was going to happen in the movie. Something about fighting for however long and then joining forces or something?
I mean, I think that's a pretty cold take. I think everybody... I mean, it's just like, it's Batman v Superman all over again. You know that they're going to fight for 2 minutes and then team up to fight an even bigger, dumber monster, probably like Mothra or some stupid fucking shit.
Well, for some reason, my brother has been taking a huge interest in this movie, and he's been like following the Reddit posts of people like breaking down the trailer and stuff.
Do you think that this is because of quarantine? Because
Probably.
This is a movie series that has 3 movies already, and nobody ever gave a single shit about any of the other films. I feel like we're all so desperate for a blockbuster that as soon as we see a trailer for a new movie, like just the entire world goes nuts for it, even though... If this would have came out not during quarantine, I guarantee nobody gives a single shit.
Yeah, for real.
It's directed by Adam Wingard, who ruined the Death Note movie. Why would anybody genuinely think this was going to be good?
So, basically, from what he's found of like screenshots of stills of like certain frames, apparently we're going to see, was it like Mecha Godzilla in this? The robot version?
Who built him?
Who knows? Probably the American government. From the screenshot, everything was in American, I think.
Thanks, Biden.
So, if anything, you could be right, and maybe this stupid robot Godzilla is sent out to kill both of those, and they team up and fight it or something stupid, probably. Who knows?
Well, of course. How else would the movie end? You really think one of them will win, and then, no more King Kong movies, guys. Godzilla killed him. He pressed his knee into his neck for 8 minutes.
And here's the other thing that doesn't make any sense to me. The sizes of Kong and Godzilla make zero sense.
Yeah, it's like comparing you and me.
They're like standing on top of a jet carrier out in the ocean.
And it's not sinking.
It's not sinking. They're standing on it like it's fine. Not only that, but Godzilla is like literally as big as Japan. Like in the movie,
he's taller than all the skyscrapers.
He's walking over the skyscraper. So how is he on this little jet carrier with Kong, who is also like a third the size of the Empire State Building?
I mean, I have not seen Kong Skull Island. I don't know if they changed his size, but in traditional King Kong lore, like, it took him a while to climb to the top of the Empire State Building. He's not very big.
So I just don't understand. And people are saying, oh, there's multiple Godzillas. This is just one of the smaller ones. And we're going to see the full-sized one towards the end of the movie come out and kill it because it's like a rogue Godzilla or something.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I have no idea, but you know what? Maybe that would make the movie more interesting.
No. There's not more than one Godzilla. That's fucking retarded because it's literally a character. Like, this is the same Godzilla from the other Godzilla movies in this franchise. This character has personal relationships with Ken Watanabe and the fucking girl from Stranger Things and shit. There's not 10 of him in their different sizes. Then it wouldn't even be Godzilla versus Kong. It would be Godzilla's little brother versus Kong. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I have no idea. I mean, I guess we'll find out. To me, it's all an enigma, and it doesn't make sense because I'm watching the trailer, and like, where did King Kong get this random giant axe from? What is with that? Why does a giant gorilla need a weapon like that?
Biggs, do you have something you need to tell me? Why is somebody named Chad calling you?
Uh-oh.
Is your real name Stacy?
Yes.
You really have a friend named Chad?
No, that's my cousin.
Oh, is his name really Chad?
He's the one that came up with the get your noodle wet thing that you guys made fun of me for
But his name's
time.
actually Chad?
Yeah.
Does he know about the Chad, like, virgin meme?
I tried telling him, but he's too much of a boomer to understand. He's like 37.
You send him, like, the Chad versus virgin memes and, see if he thinks they're funny. I've never met a guy named Chad before, and if I did, I would...
You have met this Chad.
I have?
Yeah.
Hey, he didn't seem like a Chad to me.
He looks like... He's like maybe 2 inches shorter than me and like 150 pounds less. But other than that, we look the same.
There's no way a guy who's 5'6" can be named Chad. I think we should request a formal complaint and a name change because he's ruining the Chad legacy.
True.
Disgusting. Biggs, you want to talk about this fucking Wall Street shit, or do you not care?
I mean, what's there to really add other than I'm not surprised by any of it?
You're not?
No, like...
I mean, So to say you're not surprised means you think it was predictable. And if it was predictable, then I think you would have bought a lot of GameStop stock about a week ago.
So here's the thing. I don't follow Reddit or anything like that, and it was predicted. Somebody found out and told everybody else, and they predicted that it would jump, so a bunch of people bought it. So to say it was predictable is true. I just wasn't part of the train that predicted it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I wish I was not financially illiterate, but evidently... I could have been a lot richer if I was just paying a little bit of attention. And that's this FOMO shit is so discouraging. Like, oh man, this is a thing that everybody is doing to get rich and I missed the boat? God fucking damn it. Yep. I could have made some money. Oh wow. That's life.
That's life.
And now it's like, oh man, is the Dogecoin, is that gonna skyrocket? Should I invest in that? Oh no,
it's dying already.
That's what I'm thinking. And then a week from now, it's gonna be worth $1,000 a coin. I'm gonna be like, oh, why the fuck didn't I do it? God damn it! And that's how I view the stock market. It's always, oh, I should have known that.
It's a gamble. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. I wish I would have been paying attention and I could have made some easy money.
If only I was a Reddit king, then I would know.
Yeah, sad day. I don't even know how to buy a stock. I know that there's all those apps and stuff.
Download Robinhood. I heard exactly. It's a really reputable place.
It's like, where do I even go? If even the apps are against you and literally breaking federal law to stop you from purchasing stock, like, how am I supposed to know what to do? Whatever. It's probably too late to make any money off of it now anyway.
Yeah. Basically, if you don't catch it before it hits the news, it's game over.
Yeah, that's too bad. Maybe the folks in Retard Nation can lead the next hurrah and we can be on the ground floor and get rich.
Yeah.
I'm sure those guys know a whole lot about the stock market and predicting the... I don't know. It's been a shitty year so far.
Yep. We were looking forward to it and it let us down.
I was excited that Biden won because I thought he was going to actually do one thing that he said he would do, and he didn't do it. So now I wish Trump was still president. I already have my Biden regret. But I didn't even like Trump anymore either. I feel like everything is just a big disappointment now. What is there to do, Biggs?
Probably in the episode because it's 1,000,000 degrees in this room.
Oh, so now you're hot. Well,
Yeah.
when I complained, you're nice and chilly. You know what sucks is that there are so many people listening who feel just as down and in the dumps as us. And they rely on stuff like this show to like just give them, oh, here's 1 hour a week where I can not stare at the wall zoning out and wishing I was doing something. I can at least listen to a show I'm familiar with characters that I at least understand their sense of humor and know that maybe I'll appreciate it a little bit. But now we're so down in the dumps, we can't even make the show to entertain them. It's just a downward spiral for everybody. We're all fucked.
We're all on the same ship and it's sinking fast.
Yeah, when are you guys going to make podcasts to entertain us? This show gets like, what, 3,000 views an episode? There could be 1,500 new podcasts if you all pair off and start making shows for us to listen to. I think we would really appreciate that. Because that'd be, what, 1,500 hours of content a week for us to listen to? That'd be pretty good.
That would at least get us through.
Yeah, so you guys, we're quitting MUMKEY and BIGS. You guys all start your own podcasts and email them to bigsbigsaloo@gmail.com. And now we're just going to listen to your show instead. But keep supporting us on Patreon. Now hopefully we'll have another episode next week. But no, we won't. I just remembered the other thing I forgot. This is why I wanted us to record this today, because I am getting oral surgery on Thursday. In a few days from now, I'm getting all 4 of my wisdom teeth ripped out of my skull, and I probably won't be able to speak for like a full week. And that's why I really wanted us to get this done now, because, yeah, folks, if you were thinking, oh, now that January's over, February's going to be the month of the MUMKEY, baby, he's going to post a bunch of videos. Sorry, I'm getting surgery, and I won't be able to talk until, like, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I know we said we're going to have the Wheel of Cursed Meals 3 on Valentine's Day, but no, we're not. We didn't do anything this month. Really depressing. Biggs, you need to think of something funny to elevate the end of this show. Talk about like your Forrest Gump musical idea or something.
At this point, I'm just so hot and tired, and I have to take a huge dump.
Because we just had $30 worth of Chick-fil-A.
Like, at this point, there's nothing I could say that's funny. But you know what they say? That's life.